Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to a special edition of the Bengal Tiger Recruiting Podcast. I am Billy Embody, just solo, going to walk you guys through what'll be a fun podcast for you as we'll meet the All-Americans for LSU, the five guys that ended up playing in the All-American Bowl on NBC. We've got exclusive interviews with those guys rolling out throughout this podcast. So just give you guys a snippet of what these five prospects are like, both on and off the field. The five are Kylan Billiot from Terrebonne High School in Houma, Louisiana standout who ended up signing with the Tigers. Juwan Johnson, the state's all-time leader in total yardage out of Lafayette Christian Academy. Then you've got Coen Echols, a late addition from Katy High School in the Houston area. And then Kolaj Cobbins, a Destrehan product who was one of the best high school players in the state of Louisiana the last few years. And then Davhon Keys, who was one of the best linebackers in the country, starring for Aledo High School in Texas as they won multiple state championships. Before we get to those interviews, which I'll break out throughout the podcast, I got to remind you guys that we are brought to you by our friends at My Perfect Franchise. Andy Luedecke and his proven method is something that so many people have looked into. And if you're ready to leave the corporate rat race for the American dream, if you're ready to find that side hustle while you work your current job, and if you just want to diversify, build wealth, and or leave a legacy, Andy can help you. Andy is a franchise consultant as well as a franchise owner, and you can work with him to find the franchise that fit your skill set, your financial requirements, time commitments, and more. His services are 100% free, and he's here to help you if you have any questions about business ownership. And he got his start. We just had a call with Andy Luedecke earlier this month, breaking down his new franchises and some of his existing ones as well. He mentioned Big Red, the dumpster company that he found the confidence to go ahead and buy. He bought a mom and pop dumpster company. RentBigRed.com is the franchise that he bought. And he found out about the business model and was able to work on how to improve it. It wasn't always perfect, but he was able to find ways to improve it and ultimately help himself make money. He said the franchise route was one of the smartest, most lucrative, and empowering decisions he's made in his life. So reach out to Andy. His contact information is his phone number, 404-973-9901, or go to myperfectfranchise.net for more information. Email him, Andy, A-N-D-Y, at myperfectfranchise.net to find out more about franchising and how you can leave a legacy for your family for many years. But let's jump in to our first interview of the podcast, and one that I wanted to share with you guys because he had one of the biggest weeks at the All-American Bowl in San Antonio, and that's Kylan Billiot, four-star wide receiver who picked the Tigers. He finishes, at least as of right now, the final rankings are set to come out, but he's sitting at the number 243 overall prospect in the country, the 43rd best wideout in the nation, and a top 10 prospect in Louisiana. High-end upside guy that Cortez Hankton and this staff ended up inking. So I'm excited for you guys to hear from Kylan, really good dude that we've known for a while in the recruiting space for LSU. He camped before his junior season, didn't get an offer, then camped again privately with Cortez Hankton before his senior year and earned that offer then with his performance in the 7-on-7 tournament at LSU this past summer. He had a big week at the All-American Bowl. So without further ado, guys, hope you guys enjoy our interview with Kylan Billiot from Terrebonne High School. Welcome back to the Bengal Tiger Podcast. I'm Billy Embody. With me now, LSU wide receiver signee, Kylan Billiot.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show. We are here in San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
What's this event like? What's this mean to you to be here in the Alamo Dome? I'm sure you've watched it growing up and things like that. What's this like?
It means a lot to me. My family, this is a big deal. Everybody back home, they support me along my journey. And it's different out here. Like the competition is way better, but I just got to work.
The first couple of days, you have stood out in a big way.
Definitely.
How motivated were you coming in here to really put on a show?
Extremely motivated. Everybody talking about they committed to Bama, Ole Miss, all that. Like, I know I gotta rep the Tigers, and I did it. I'm not done yet though.
Yeah, what went into being this ready for an event like this? You know, it's a step up in competition, best on best, new quarterbacks, new scheme. What was your preparation like?
Really, really working. Like I really try to work everything. I train. I work releases. My top of my breaks. I worked a lot of stuff because they're extremely better, and I give it to them.
When it comes to this event, I mean, all the talent. What do you learn about yourself coming out here?
You got to be humble because you can win one rep and you can lose another rep. You can win one rep, like you just can't get down. You got to just let it go.
You can humble someone and then get humble real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Looking back on your decision to sign with LSU, what went into all of that? Obviously, you earned the offer over the summer. I'm sure that was special. What was the whole ride for you to that point?
My whole dream was I shout out to everybody who offered me, but like my dream was to go to LSU, and I worked for it and I made it happen. So that was different. Like it felt good when I got it, and I knew that's exactly where I wanted to go when I got the offer.
You committed before this special season happened,
yeah.
But how much, I guess, reassuring is it that you saw what Jaden and Malik and Brian did this year, Kyron? What was that like watching that as a guy who's going to play in that offense?
That was crazy because I knew they're going to use me in a big way. Coach Hankton, they told me how they was going to use me already. They told me that I have an opportunity to play as a freshman, so I'm taking their word, and hopefully I get on the field.
What do you have to do to get on the field, to challenge for playing time when you get there?
Just work hard. Kyle Lacey stand, he gonna take me under his wing, and I'm gonna just follow everybody's footsteps. And when it's my turn, I'm gonna go.
Remember seeing you after your sophomore season, before your junior year. You camped. You had that first private workout. Then the next year you get that offer. What was it like going through that process with Cortez Hankton when he worked you out that first time? He said what you had to do, and then you go out the next summer and do it.
That first private workout, that was tough. I thought I was doing good, but I wasn't. I look back now.
Wasn't there yet.
Yeah, I look back now, and I was trash. And he didn't say that. He just told me what I needed to do. And a couple guys, if he told somebody else what he told me, they'll brush him off. But I took it as, all right, I'm gonna do what he said, and I'm gonna get this.
How close are you guys in this class of 2024, and what's it mean that you got some of your teammates here too?
We real close. Actually, before breakfast, we all sit at the same table. We talk about stuff. We send a picture to the group chat. We just always see each other around the hotel. We be chilling.
Lastly, what does it mean to be from Louisiana and play for LSU?
It means a lot to be from Louisiana. The support system and everybody supporting you is just so big. Everybody, you can post a Tiger on LSU, on Twitter, and it's gonna blow up. So the support system is just different.
Awesome. Thanks for joining, man.
Of
Congratulations on everything. We look forward to following you.
Thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed that interview with Kylan. Awesome young man who's signed on to play with LSU. He'll be here this summer to join the Tigers. Another prospect on the other side of the ball that will be here this summer, but one that has been on the Louisiana radar for years now. Jawan Johnson out of Lafayette Christian Academy. He's coming to play defensive back for Corey Raymond now and join up with Blake Baker's defense. He's kind of a nickel outside corner. He can kind of do a little bit of it all, but he is new to the position. Overall, he'll be taking some time to adjust once he gets on campus after playing quarterback for LCA there in Lafayette. Comes in as the number 248th best prospect in the country, at least as of now. 26th ranked cornerback nationally, number 9 prospect in Louisiana. He was a one-time Colorado commit. He had offers from all over, but ultimately he ended up at LSU, which is where a lot of people always thought he would end up. So without further ado, meet Jawan Johnson, one of the big leaders of this 2024 recruiting class for LSU. Welcome back to the Bengal Tiger podcast. I'm Billy Embody. With me now is Jawan Johnson, LSU signee. Jawan, what do you like about this All-American Bowl experience? Just a chance to get to go best on best with these guys.
Right, like you said, best on best. They got great players out here that's compete with every down. Can't take no breaks for real. So just playing against the best and making the best. So competition.
After an electric high school career, really, really special. You come out here, you flip over to the defensive side of the ball a little bit more. What have you learned about playing that position this week?
It's definitely a little harder when you body, honestly. You have to make sure you guard somebody. You're going to play zero for real, so you're on man with somebody every play, so you got to run it back as well. They running
did. What does that mean to you to be atop the Louisiana high school record books like you are?
Right, I'm blessed. That's all I can say is I'm blessed. God did it for me. I ain't really do nothing. He gave me all my ability, all my talent. So without him, I wouldn't be nothing. So I know I'm blessed.
What is the challenge for you now switching over to the defensive side of the ball? How do you view that?
Just knowing that other people that's going to college have been playing DB their whole lives. Like they've been playing since they were either in middle school or going to high school. And me just playing it for my first, not even year for real, because I only been playing in the summers. So me just starting to play it new to me. So it'll definitely be difficult to catch up to that speed, go to that level of the because I was good.
You're one of the leaders of the class. How close are you guys in this 2024 class, especially the guys from Louisiana?
Right. Oh, us guys, we very close. We just talking every day on Twitter, or we like Kylan has said, every morning we sit at my bad. I sit at the breakfast table and we eat and we have a conversation and just talk about things that we doing at LSU and all our future.
With the defensive class you guys put together, you guys got Dom and Gabe Blade. What did that mean to you seeing that? You know, you guys have the defensive backs covered. You have a good linebacker class. To get the guys that are, get in the trenches now.
Right. It can make our job easier. Just having them big boys down there to get to the quarterback, making them scramble or sacking them, and making them throw the ball quicker. So it can make our job easier as a DB, as a back end side of it, just to get to the quarterback faster and play the thing.
You're going to arrive this summer at LSU. There'll be a new defensive staff there, as you know. And what are you looking forward to, I guess, now, having the time to build those relationships without maybe having to balance school, I guess, at the same time, I guess, an early enrollee? Does that kind of help you as you
It definitely helps just to get to know the new coaches, because as y'all know, we got college coaches, we got 5, which is a very bad thing, honestly. But just get to know all the new coaches, not having to worry about all the other stuff like the school, like you said, and all that. Just to get to build that relationship and not have to stress about nothing else.
At the head of Brian Kelly, what did he mean to you in your recruitment?
A lot. Like I said, every time I meet him, I learn something new about him or something new about the school or the program. So that's just one thing I loved about him. He shows very much like he gives, just a great leader. But yeah, like I said, I just love his leadership.
We'll end with this. You did so much in high school. Now you're going to the next level, college. What are your goals at LSU?
To be just as good as I was in high school and college. I don't want to fall off the type of way. Even though I'm changing the size of the ball I'm on, I just want to keep on being who I am and just keep on fighting.
Any chance to see him?
Oh, I don't know. Gotta see.
Okay,
yeah,
cool. Well, Juwan Johnson, thanks so much for doing this. All-American Bowl right here. Juwan Johnson, an LSU signee headed to Baton Rouge this summer. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time on the Bengal Tiger podcast. And welcome back. We just got done with Juwan Johnson, and now it's time for another highly touted, highly productive prospect, and that is Davhon Keys out of Aledo, Texas. One of the best prospects in the country at the linebacker position. Spent plenty of time with him over the past 2 years watching him develop. Is a guy that was one of the most productive linebackers in the entire country coming out of Aledo. He quickly picked up an LSU offer and quickly shut things down, committing all the way back March 11th of 2023 and never wavered. Only took one official visit, took it to LSU during the Florida game, and then ended up leading the Aledo Bearcats to yet another state championship. As you're watching on YouTube here, you see some of his highlights from that game that I was at. But Davhon Keys sits on the On3 industry ranking as the number 370th overall prospect in the country, 34th ranked linebacker in the country, 61st prospect in the state of Texas. He had offers from Oklahoma, TCU, Texas A&M, and others. He is already on campus working through his time already in Baton Rouge, making the adjustment with Blake Baker and this new staff, a guy he's familiar with throughout his recruiting process. But this will be a fun one for you guys. Davhon Keys is one of the most well put together guys in this class. When I think of graduating champions, I think of guys like Davhon Keys. So hope you guys enjoy our interview with LSU linebacker, now that he's on campus, Davhon Keys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bengal Tiger podcast. I'm Billy Embody, joined now by former Alito linebacker Davhon Keys, but most importantly, an LSU signee in the class of 2024, about to head to Baton Rouge in about a week or so. What's that going to be like?
Oh, it's definitely going to be exciting. It's going to be a huge change, but I'm ready for it. I definitely think Alito has prepared me for big changes in my life like this, with teaching me responsibility, accountability, and really just how to be a man on and off the field.
You put pen to paper about a couple weeks ago now, right after you guys won another state championship. Let's look back on your high school career. Alito is one of those storied programs in Texas. What does it mean to you to play for that program, and how much does that prepare you to join another storied program at LSU?
It was definitely an honor and a blessing to play at Alito. They have amazing coaches, great community. My teammates were the best I could ever ask for. They supported me along the whole way. And honestly, I'm just truly grateful that I was a part of it.
Very productive player for the Bearcats. When you're in the field, you made so many tackles, you made so many plays for them over the years. What is it that about your game that has made you so productive? What's your key or two that has helped you the most?
If I had to pick two in particular, I'd probably say speed and finishing the tackle. Because there's plenty of people that can get to the ball carrier, but they just don't finish the tackle, and they whiff the arm tackle, and then the runner's going up the sideline. I'm quick in and out of my breaks, in and out of my reads, and once I get to the ball carrier, I'm securing the tackle and I'm making the play.
LSU's going to have some changes when you get there on the defensive side of the ball. But what are you most excited about in terms of getting to Baton Rouge? What did Coach Kelly mean to you in this recruitment?
I'm most excited about being a part of a legacy like LSU, known for their top tier offense, defense, everything, honestly. They're known as one of the best in the country, and I'm excited to be a part of that.
You've got a really good linebacker group in this 2024 class. How close are you guys? I know Kolaj is out here. We've got another in the state of Texas guy, and Xavier Adkins, Tylen Singleton. How close are you guys in that group?
So I don't really talk to any of them. I'm getting to know Kolaj better.
Yeah.
He's my roommate, and we've been chatting it up and talking, been getting to know him. He's definitely a great person, a great kid, and I'm looking forward to getting to meet everybody.
Going back through the recruiting process, when did you know it was LSU? I mean, you were an early guy for Brian Kelly and the staff to reel in. You didn't waver. What made you so strong once you knew it was LSU?
So once the LSU offer came in, I treated it, like a normal offer. I was researching and taking a deeper dive into all the academics, the football, the scheme, and it definitely stood out from the start as a team that I could see myself playing for, and I could definitely see them prepare me for the future. So some time passed, I talked with my parents, prayed on it, and I just knew LSU was the right fit. There were just too many things that were beneficial to me to overlook.
You've got a lot of family down there. What's that like? I mean, you already know the ticket requests are going to be flying.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting getting to have about near a whole section to my family. I know there's going to be as many as they can get at all my games when I'm at LSU.
When it comes to rebuilding this defense for LSU, a lot of changes coming, but you guys on this 2024 class, what have you guys talked about here and there? Or what have you seen from some of the guys that they brought in? They put Dominic McKinley, they got Gabriel Relaford as well late. Seems like they've checked all the boxes with your class.
We're definitely all focused. We're all going in with the same mindset, and that's getting a top defense in the country. We all won a national championship, and we all know the work that it takes, and we've all been preparing since day one. And I definitely think this group is something special, and Coach House and Coach Kelly did a great job.
You're out here at the All-American Bowl. What is this experience like? I mean, this is one of the top bowls for high school players to come and be a part of.
It's definitely exciting. Being in here, it's a lot bigger and better than when you see on TV. It's kind of those things that you have to experience to actually know how it feels. And I'm just truly blessed and excited to be here.
What has been one of the key early takeaways for you? I know it's only a couple practices in as we're recording this, but what has been some of the key takeaways for you getting to go against some of the top talent?
Honestly, the first thing was you can't take anything for granted. You don't get many opportunities because there's a whole bunch of other guys at your position that do what you do, and you have to, do your best, play your best at any given opportunity so you can show that you are the best at your position.
You're enrolling early at LSU. What are you most excited about getting in there in January?
Ooh, honestly, I'm excited for the workouts, getting getting into college workouts. I'm excited to transition to that from high school, and I'm really interested in how I'm going to develop physically, but I want to see the aspects off the field as well.
And for LSU, they're getting a guy that has ran some track, done a lot of the powerlifting. You feel like you're probably going to be able to step in and handle that pretty easily, don't you think?
I do. I think I'm going to do well.
Okay, confident guy going to LSU. Davhon Keys, one of the best linebackers in the country, signed with LSU. He'll be an early enrollee for the Tigers. Davhon, thanks for the time, man.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
rest of the time here in San Antonio.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And welcome back, guys. We are set to roll out another linebacker interview. And this one, Kolaj Cobbins, one of the state's top overall prospects in terms of just being a dominant force for Destrehan over the last few years. He can play a little bit of linebacker. He can come off the edge, but he is just a really good football player. And watching him in San Antonio, I felt like he had the twitch and kind of that quick burst that I want to see from a athlete that is ending up at LSU. And so I am most intrigued to see where he ultimately fits in this defense for Blake Baker. Baker, very familiar with him throughout his time recruiting Louisiana. Kolaj ranks as the number 263rd overall prospect, 22nd ranked linebacker, number 10 prospect in Louisiana. He's one of those players that has the motor, has that quick twitch that you want, and he could very well take some time to develop, but end up being a really nice piece for LSU. He's kind of a tweener between edge and linebacker, but one of the true leaders of this class. I really think you'll enjoy hearing from Kolaj Cobbins in this interview, who is, again, one of the state's top prospects, regardless of kind of whether it's recruiting rankings or what you think about players overall. He was just a really strong high school football player. So I hope you guys enjoy meeting Tut at the All-American Bowl, where he spoke with us about LSU and what's next for Brian Kelly in this program. Welcome back to the Bengal Tiger podcast. I'm Billy Embody. Joining me now, Kolaj Cobbins. Tut,
Yes, sir.
It is great to finally have you on.
Absolutely.
Destrehan's finest. Let's go back to when you committed to LSU.
Yeah.
A long time ago now. What's it been like being one of the leaders of this class?
I committed back in March 3rd, early March. So, yeah, I was an early committee because I was just ready to get it over with, and I just knew LSU was the place to be, so I wasn't wasting no time. I was just ready to go to LSU and get other guys on board with me.
How's your relationship grown with Brian Kelly over the time?
Brian Kelly, since the first day I had met him and stuff, and I got the offer on the little junior day thing, and then ever since to now to this day, it's just like every time we see each other, it just get bigger and bigger and bigger,
10-win seasons, the first 2 seasons under Brian Kelly's direction. What are your goals for when you get there?
My goals for when I get there is to be a big impact, and my team goal is to win a national championship. And I know it's coming in the future because this is Brian Kelly's second year, and it's success. Yeah.
When you look at LSU after Jaden Daniels' season, you say, wow, the offense.
Right.
The defense, you guys have a class that is now complete. You guys brought in Gabe and Dom there at the end. You were a key leader in this class. What was that like seeing that all come together? Because you got a strong linebacker class, you got the corners and the safeties. What did you see coming together with this defensive class?
Yeah, that was real good because most of the Louisiana guys, like the top Louisiana guys, are staying in Louisiana and going to LSU. So, but just seeing the picture all come together and stuff, it's just amazing. And I just want to know what's in store in the future for LSU. But man, I feel it looks real good.
When you look at staying home, being a Louisiana guy, what does it mean to you to be able to play for LSU?
Oh, it means a lot for me. I'm from Louisiana. I play for different cities, but now I get to actually put on for my state. I'm a boot boy, so I'm just ready.
And what's it like being on the recruiting side of things and recruiting for LSU, being one of those early commits? Do you have to really remember like, hey, all right, I got to hit up this guy. I got to keep after whoever that you're after. What's kind of the process of doing that from a prospect's perspective?
It's just being like a big brother and trying to get the little guy on board with us. And like I actually did it with Tyler Singleton. I was telling him, look, wherever you go, just know LSU, that's your home, bro, and stuff like that. But I was telling him, like, I'm going to support him wherever he go and stuff. But it's just a part of the recruiting process for me being a recruiter.
What was your senior season like overall? Looking back on it, what'd you think?
Oh yeah, senior season. I just feel like I put the exclamation point on Kolaj Cobbins for all the times I was at Destrehan. I just topped it off. I was good with the pass drops, pass rush. We came short on the job on winning the state championship, but we got it our junior year, so at least I got it one time.
Your versatility is key. What do you think that will allow you to do when you get on campus? You start challenging at different spots.
Oh yeah, with my versatility, that's a big advantage for me in my speed because I could rush, I could drop, I could set the edge. So it's just gonna open up a lot of spots for me with me knowing all of those positions. I feel like it'll get me on the field faster.
You come out here for the All-American Bowl, tons
Yes,
of
sir.
talent all over the place. You're no stranger to the big stage, though. What is it like playing against some of these top dogs?
Oh yeah, it's real good. And I really came here for the competition because it's all American. Everybody here is all American, and they have great talent. So I just want to compete with the best guys and improve my gaming.
Jawan, Kylan, kind of getting those
Yeah, that's my
last minute
bros.
invites, getting that opportunity to put on for Louisiana. What does that mean? Have you guys been talking a
Oh
lot
yes,
this week?
yeah. Every morning we have breakfast and we have our dinner. We sit at our team. We got our own LSU team. Because we in San Antonio right now, so all of us we go sit at the table together. Yeah.
What have you learned out here playing against some of that top competition?
Oh, hand placement because with those big guys, and I already know my speed is a key. So just don't let your feet die. And
what are you most looking forward to once you get to LSU?
what I'm most looking forward to when I get to LSU is getting the playbook down, understanding that playbook because you can't do nothing without the plays. So I get those plays down and I'm ready.
Cool, awesome. What's something no one knows about you? A little off the field.
I'm actually a nice guy off the field. I probably look mean and stuff, but I'm actually nice and I'm friendly.
Okay, well, I could tell that. We were talking to Coen right before, and you're getting to know him just a little bit more.
That's my guy. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, cool.
Man.
Well, Kolaj, thanks for doing this. Everybody, Tut is coming to LSU in the class of 2024. Appreciate Tut spending some time with us. Always a fun interview when you get to talk with Kolaj Cobbins. And now, the last edition, or one of the last editions for this LSU signing class, Coen Echols is on campus as well, already suited up for Brad Davis in classes and getting to work with the strength and conditioning staff. He was a late addition. LSU offered him in May. He ended up committing to Texas A&M. Changes happened. LSU got that last official visit and beat out Auburn and Texas A&M for his services. He's kind of a squatty interior offensive lineman. Could be a guard, could play center, but played mostly center at the All-American Bowl. I'm really intrigued to see how his career goes. He's powerful. He's physical in the run game. Coming from Katy, he'll need to develop a little bit as a pass blocker. That's just not something they do at a high clip. But he's got some nasty to him, which Brad Davis likes. A really strong final piece, though, to this 2024 offensive line class for Brad Davis. He ranks as the 198th overall prospect in the country, 12th best interior offensive lineman, and the 34th overall prospect in the Lone Star State. Coen Echols, another guy who kind of screams graduating champions, just really sharp, really personable. So I hope you guys enjoy this interview with Coen Echols. Welcome back to the Bengal Tiger podcast. I'm Billy Embody. Joined now, Coen Echols, former Katy, Texas offensive lineman, headed to LSU here pretty soon. Coen, we're out here at the All-American Bowl. You're coming off a strong senior season for yourself, but most importantly, signing with LSU. Let's go back to that decision first. What went into that for you?
Well, one was, Coach Davis. I wanted to play for a good old line coach that knew what he was doing and that had the experience. And I knew from the first time I met him that he was the guy for me. We connect in so many different ways. He just called me earlier today. I wasn't able to pick up the phone because I was in practice. But, we talk all the time. That's just a relationship I want with my coach.
They offered at the end of May. You go through the process, things change, and you end up taking that last visit to LSU. What was that like?
It was great. I got to meet a lot of the guys, like Will Campbell, DJ Chester. They shared a lot of their knowledge upon the game, their experiences upon, playing all the SEC schools and everything, what I could do for the program. It's a family there. That's just that's a team that I want to play for.
You're coming into an offense that was one of the best in the country. And Jaden Daniels wins the Heisman. So many good things happening offensively for LSU. Does that put a little extra pressure on you? Say, hey, I've got to help keep the standard going?
Not really. It excites me because I'm going to a program with a great offense, and I can continue making it great.
When it comes to Brad Davis, what makes you guys so tight?
I mean, one, his knowledge is above any coach I've ever spoken to. I mean, we go out together. I mean, I'm pretty sure once I get to Baton Rouge, the first thing we're going to do is go out to some seafood place and eat some food because obviously we both love food. We both a little big. But yeah, we connect on a lot of things, food, football, just even life,
What about Brian Kelly? What's he like? And I know he's a former offensive line guy himself too.
Oh, I love Coach Kelly. He's a real funny guy. He gets serious at times, but he knows what he's doing. And I know he's going to flip the program around, and we're going to go for another national championship.
Playing at Katy, one of the top programs in the state of Texas, storied program. What does that mean to play there and then go to another program with the history like LSU has?
I mean, Katy, we're known for our greatness. We have plenty of state championships that we've won. And I feel like LSU is the same way. They have plenty of national championships, and we're going to win some more.
What's it like getting some time out here this week with some of your future teammates?
Oh, it's great. Just connecting with some of them. We just spoke to one of them right here. I'm looking forward to playing with these guys. So I know we're going to do great things together.
What have you learned out here so far in the few practices?
I learned, college is a big leap from where we've been playing. Playing against the best of the best. It's a lot different than playing against, the May Creek, small schools. And I'm ready for that challenge.
When you get to LSU, what are some of the key goals for you going through, the workouts and getting ready to go for the season?
Well, obviously, being number one in everything. Being in front of the line. I want to be a leader for LSU. Not only a leader, but a starter. And I know I have to prove myself, which is what I'm going to do.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks for the time, man. Coen Echols joining us on the Bengal Tiger podcast. And that wraps it up, guys. 5 interviews for you guys, kind of a little off-season special. Would love to do more of these for you guys on the Bengal Tiger podcast. Leave us a comment. What do you guys want to see on the Bengal Tiger YouTube channel as the off-season rolls on for the Tigers, at least from the football standpoint? We've got Shea Dixon, Matthew Bruni, and myself working all the different beats right now for LSU. So be sure to subscribe to the Bengal Tiger. Use promo code LSU1. That's LSU, the number 1, to get 2 months for just $1 to join and check out the Bengal Tiger. That'll take you through the rest of that'll take you through National Signing Day. That'll take you into spring football, I believe, a little bit, depending on when they start. But overall, to give you a good viewpoint for what it's like to be on the Bengal Tiger. We had a record-setting month so far of January, so excited for all the people that have joined. Hit that subscribe button to our YouTube channel, and appreciate you guys listening to this special edition of the Bengal Tiger Recruiting Podcast.